Is there anything that's kind of surprising about Flinders? Let's talk about Flinders. This is a video for students who want to come to Flinders. Something that's kind of surprised you about this place?
The amount and the love of the ducks here. It's quite astounding. Was not prepared for that when I came, but it's good.
All right, another victim. This is Georgina. It's good to meet you. We've been having a nice little chat. Hey, tell me, what's it like studying at Flinders?
I love studying at Flinders.
Yeah.
There's a real support for arts students, which I find that my friends in other universities just don't get.
Yeah.
I find that the lecturers are really helpful, and they really want to work with you as an individual rather than just as a collective. And as it is a smaller university, you get to know people quite well and get to see them in your classes more and more and gain friendships that way.
Yeah, tell me a little bit more about that, because obviously when you're like heading into uni for the first time, that can be a bit intimidating.
Yeah, most definitely. So it's nice being able to see familiar faces and to get to know people more and more as you further your degree and get to know them better. So it's
Nice.
fantastic.
Now, I know you've done like an international study experience, so obviously there's some pretty good opportunities here for students from Flinders to go and have international experiences as part of their degree.
Most definitely.
Yeah.
And it's really easy and everyone's really friendly and really helpful when you go and ask for help.
Awesome. Where do they go for something like that?
So Flinders Connect, the Learn Without Borders team, are
Cool.
fantastic. They will sit you down and walk you through exactly what you need to do.
Epic. So before you came here, and maybe that's like more than just like coming to Flinders specifically, but before you came to uni, was there something that you were kind of expecting it was going to be like, and then it just turned out to be completely different?
There's a bit of a joke among uni students that we're all dead on the inside because there's so much work, but I find that compared to the rigorous and stressful environment of, say, high school,
Yeah.
it's a lot more relaxed. It is a lot more self-motivated, which I quite like. But I find that it's a completely different environment to what I thought. I was petrified that it was going to be like high school over again, and it wasn't.
Yeah. And so like because motivation is really, and you can struggle with that, like being at uni can be really tough in terms of finding that motivation. So, are there support services here, like if people are struggling with that sort of stuff?
So we've got the health and disability and counselling services, and they're really good. They're always they're very approachable, and you can book them online, and they're really accessible.
Cool. Awesome. What about the student who's like going into their end of high school exams? Because there's so much pressure on people to be like, go to uni or like work your shit out before you even kind of get there.
Yeah.
You could go back and give yourself some advice before that end of school exams. What advice would you give yourself?
It's all going to be okay. There are ways around things. Work hard, but don't prioritise work over your health and social life and just your mental well-being.
Awesome advice. When you say there are ways around things, what do you mean?
So there are ways to get, whether it's the credit that you're lacking or whether to get bonus points, or things like the stat test if you're not happy with your ATAR. So there are ways of getting into uni without using that ATAR.
So basically, like, just don't beat yourself up.
Pretty much,
Yeah.
yeah.
Awesome advice. Is there anything that's kind of surprising about Flinders? Let's talk about Flinders. This is a video for students who want to come to Flinders. Something that's kind of surprised you about this place?
The amount and the love of the ducks here. It's quite astounding. Was not prepared for that when I came, but it's good.
Now I'm going to have to go and find like some video of ducks.
Yeah.
You really have to drop in some B-roll of ducks.
They're just down by the lake.
I'm going to go and mug some ducks this afternoon. Awesome. That's pretty nice. Sorry, you're going to have to cut this, Len. Is there anything else I could ask you? Like, what advice would you give? Anything surprising? We've talked about extracurricular stuff. Do you live on campus?
I do.
So, Georgina, you live on campus. Where do you live? You're staying in uni accommodation.
I am, yeah.
Tell me about that.
It's really good. It's a good way of making friends, not just in your degree. It's a really supportive environment. everyone's there because they want to be there, they want to learn, they're keen to learn.
Yeah.
And it's really good socially as well.
Did you move
I did.
here?
Yeah, I did.
You're not from Adelaide originally?
No, I'm not.
Where are you from?
I'm originally from Sydney.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
People do escape Sydney.
People do escape to Sydney.
Congratulations.
Thank
That's
you.
actually an awesome thing. And how, like, so tell me that. So, because, you know, people obviously have to make, it's a big call to, like, move away from
It
uni.
is. It is.
What do you find is, like, the best thing having moved from Sydney to, like, a place like Adelaide?
It's definitely the support for the arts. You don't get that in Sydney. It's very STEM focused, which isn't a bad thing. But if you find that you're more into the arts or the humanities, there isn't that much support, and it's looked down upon a lot more than, say, it is in Adelaide. So, and the program was much better. I'm doing the Bachelor of Arts for High Achievers. There's no High Achievers program in Sydney,
Nice.
and the universities are a lot bigger, and people just tend to sort of stick to their little high school groups and not venture out from that. And I did, so I decided it was time to move and time to try something new.
Awesome, congrats. So, if somebody was considering moving away for uni,
Yeah.
why should you move away for uni? Like broadly, like
Yeah.
as a really big generalisation, what would be a good reason for moving away?
If where you are doesn't offer the course that you want,
Yeah.
if there is a better course somewhere else, and look, if you do have the flexibility to do so, it's totally worth it. And also, if you just want to try something new, if you sort of want to live away from home for a bit, then it's probably the best option.
Yeah, because it's not really part of our culture, is
It's
it,
not,
to
not
move
at all,
away?
Not at all.
But it's such a good thing to get outside your comfort zone, meet
Yeah.
new people. And obviously, just like you were saying, like that, moving into a uni accommodation is like a really super nice
Yeah.
way to get in and meet new people. You
Yeah.
know, live with other people that you're going to be studying with too. So that's pretty awesome. Awesome to chat with you, Gina.
No
Thank you.
worries.
What's next for you?
I have no idea.
You were saying before you're interested maybe in doing like maybe a master's at some point.
Yeah, definitely something to look into.
Awesome.
So, we'll just see what happens.
Good
Never
on you.
know.
Great to chat.
Thanks.
Cheers.